right around the corner. We're gonna drag her out behind the counter.
She's with a customer right now. She has no idea that we're here. Let's go.
I'm gonna be so excited, she's just gonna die.
Oh my God. Brandy! You're about to meet Faith Evans, Brandy! You're about to meet Faith Evans, Brandy! You're about to meet Faith Evans!
Do you think she'll interview Tori?
Fanatic.
You sent in your videotape to Fanatic. You were chosen. Now meet your inspiration.
I'm from Santa Cruz, California. I'm 20 years old, and I am Tori Amos's #1 fan. No matter how many times life kicks you in the butt, you got to get back up and you got to deal with it. And I've really found that through her music, she represents that. I just want to thank Tori for, you know, all the help she's given all of her fans and myself through so many rough times.
Oh my God! I can't believe this is happening.
There was this one time my friends and I were stranded in a blizzard at this guy's house.
I had a huge reputation of being a flirt.
I know what you think of me, you never shut up.
Once I started listening to more and more of Tori's music, I got a grasp on, you know, I don't need to get this attention from men. There's lots of other ways I can get attention from men. And it doesn't need to be sexual. It can be strictly that because they admire me. And I started exploring those reasons more and more by listening to Tori's music and going, wait a minute, you know, I'm much better than this. I don't need to be selling myself out.
Let's hear what you think of me now, but baby, don't look up.
Men come and go, and they'll take whatever you give them. And it really made me go, you know, I'm not going to give that much until, you know, I receive as well. Music is so personal. It's not anything that you can really just listen to and go, oh, that's got a nice beat. Most people either really like her or really don't.
Tell me you're crazy, maybe then I'll understand.
She's, you know, touched so many hearts that I've seen as well as my own, and to be able to go and thank, you know, her personally, and just really, it's such an honor.
There. I'm on my way.
I was at a point in a relationship with a boyfriend when I realized that I couldn't necessarily put forth all of the effort into it.
In your eyes, I saw a future together.
Tori's song China really helped me to realize the fact that I'm not a bad person because I can't make this work. It just isn't going to work. And Tori's song really helped me to come to that realization and help me deal with it and put it behind me.
What's up, New York?
I'm not quite believing it's happening yet. Summer's in the shower, so I'm going to give her a little bit of privacy. When I got into Tori's music, I really started appreciating everything she's done with the piano. Finally, I got my hands on a piano and I started playing. It was really like a therapy for me. It was really a good outlet that I hadn't quite found yet.
I got something to say, you know, but nothing comes yet.
And instead of just listening, I could play Tori's songs. It was like going to that place that she's telling me about in the song and going to that piece that she's singing about, or finding that rage and tapping into it and dealing with that emotion.
It's your turn now to stand where I stand.
And it's been absolutely a life-changing move for me ever since I've been able to play, and I really want to thank Tori Amos for that.
Hello, MTV.
Oh, thank you.
You bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. Honey, you bet your life.
Tori is expecting little old me to come in and talk to her today. It's all so unreal. It's just, it makes you realize how small the world can be at times, you know?
You're MTV, right? You're not VH1.
Stop! Give me your tissue. Give me your tissue. Let me get you clean one.
I said I wasn't going to do this.
You're gonna find somebody you really love.
She is the most
most wonderful person I've ever. Like, I knew I was gonna break down. As soon as she walked in, I saw the tears in her eyes.
Running out, so log on to fanatic.mtv.com and find out how.
It's such a pleasure to finally be able to meet you. It means a lot to me, so thanks. What made you decide to work with the band on your new album, The Choir Girl Hotel?
Think about it. Once you've been with a lover for, say, a year or two, even though they're a wonderful lover, the first couple times when you were so blown away that they were this person, you get used to them. And that's kind of what happens as an artist. You know, you have to keep trying to top yourself.
It's very true. I've always respected that about you, and you always somehow manage to do it, even though I don't know how.
It's just tricky.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be ruthless with yourself.
Well, you do an excellent job. In Jackie's Strength, you sing about a wedding. Was it your wedding?
Make me laugh, say you know what you want.
What can you tell me about your ceremony and the meaning behind that song?
The wedding was really neat. I think a part of me, I was never going to get married, so when he asked me, I dropped my teacup, and for some reason it just felt right. I wrote Jackie's Strength right after he had asked me, and I think a part of me is the girl in Jackie's Strength who never made it to the church that day.
I got lost on my wedding day, typical.
A part of me ended up at a 7-Eleven, sitting in my, I don't know, my tight Pat Benatar white lycra, and sipping a Slurpee and just not going. And that's what the song's about. And then the other part of me went and did it. So
Lovely. Quite lovely. Yeah, you looked beautiful. I saw pictures. Since I've been listening to your music, I've picked up the piano a little bit. You really inspired me to find that sort of an outlet in my life.
Years go by, will I still be waiting for somebody else to understand?
And it's really helped me get to the source of my emotions and deal with them and be able to move on through it. And it's the greatest gift you could have ever given me through your music. It's really been a wonderful thing for me.
Silent all these years.
Who was Marianne, and what was your relationship to her? I mean, she's mentioned in almost every album, and I know you've referred to her as a very special person, a very magical person in your life. And was she just a very dear friend, or?
Marianne was this person when we were in junior high school, and I think anytime anybody was in her presence, they felt seen.
And I knew you, pigtails and all.
It's such a gift when you can make another person feel like you see them. She really saw you for who you were, whoever you were. So when she died at about 15, a lot of people went into deep depression because Marianne gave everybody something of themselves that, say, your parents couldn't give you because they want you to be something that you don't want to be.
And they said Marianne killed herself.
So it was quite a loss.
It's amazing when certain people can really reach out and touch so many like that.
Yeah, it's such a gift. It's funny how gifts aren't really valued sometimes, but she really had that.
And it's just such an honor to finally be able to meet you and thank you in person.
I wish I could talk to you off camera, but
So do I. Yeah.
On the next Fanatic.
I had to go to school every day, and sometimes I didn't want to get up because I had my locker egg.
I just couldn't stop smiling and my lips were quivering.
Catch Tori performing live in August, an all-request concert, only on MTV.com.
Like all mushy me.
She was so genuine and so intimate and just very, very real.
The best moment was when she started crying. I'm like, me, you know.
it's good when you can somehow get in the middle in the river on a boat together.
I don't even know how stupid I look right now. I'm spitting and rambling.
It's nice to be liked.
I see why everybody says she's just the sweetest person, because she is. She is so sweet.